Practice in chair also, but try to practice in cross-leg position also, maybe a few minutes. Slowly you will find both legs condition will change, that you can sit in lotus posture for longer period. Why lotus posture is important? Because when you enter into cervical samadhi, then body cannot stay upright, it will fall down. If you have lotus posture, like this, you cannot fall down. Suppose that you are falling forward, it will prevent both legs. Falling backward, legs will prevent. When you are falling right and left, both legs will prevent. Therefore, this posture was designed. You may have heard the name of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He fell down a few times. When he entered into samadhi, he broke his humerus. Therefore, this posture is good when you are entering into deep state. When animation disappears, then body enters into suspended animation state. No activity will be there, but you will feel more life, more awakened. What is written in scripture, if I know how to die, then I know what is life. The moment you experience death, then you have real life. Death does not mean what we know generally. In Kriyayoga meditation, you experience suspended animation state. In that state, you are able to see at this time. You are able to listen, which was inaudible before. You are able to see, which was invisible before. This is the important point. You should remember it. This posture is important. Suppose that you are not able to perform it, do not worry about it. Practice more and more. When you will be ready for that, then automatically body will be in that condition. We have realized the persons who are having very stiff leg, not able to have even cross-leg position, they are able to practice lotus posture hours together. They did not try to perform those postures, automatically body becomes like that. Because when you place body and mind together, what is the mind? Matterless. Mind is called more condensed. When condensation, when density increases, then matter disappears. You see, the two solid things, when you start reducing distance in between, try to merge atom into atom, electron into electron, and altogether will find matter never exists. It dissolves and it is manifested in the invisible form. Therefore, the sky is having highest density. Density of air is lesser than the sky. Density of water is lesser than air. Density of earth is least. Therefore, earth floats in the water. Total quantity of water is 3/4, and earth is only 1/4, like butter floats in the milk. But because we discovered this science with the help of intelligence, therefore again we are doing research. Whatever is search did not over, again we are doing search. Therefore this is definition of density. Then physics, who is knowing physics, having atomic knowledge, they accept it. This is true. When I spent first time in University of Massachusetts, I thought how to explain them Kriyayoga. Yeah, they are all senior scientists. Therefore I told them, okay, let us understand what is density. You might have read in the grade 6, 7, 8. Then I explained this. I told you are just having big research paper you are publishing, and in order to get the big grant, but you are not changing the definition of density. Therefore, each and every things which has been searched, we have to research. Therefore, search is going on, what is atom, what is light. Still, light is mystery. Therefore, when you practice Kriyayoga meditation, you will attain the highest search, that is called presence of God. What does it mean? You will realize you are not limited self-body. You are omnipresent consciousness is manifesting in this form. How to understand it? Ocean is very big, wave is small. Ocean is manifesting in the form of wave. Therefore, this science is the supreme and the perfect. If you have great devotion in this science, then realize you do not need to learn anything else. You see, Kabir never entered into any schooling system. He never touched any pen and paper. He never touched any ink. But he was able to dematerialize his body. That was funny thing I have told you once. And when time has come that he wanted to depart, and he departed. The body appeared as dead body. Because he was having both disciples, Hindu and Muslim both. Both he started fighting. Hindu want to cremate it, Muslim want to bury it. When fighting reaches to the climax, then Kabir is told, why you are fighting? Master, we are fighting on this issue that I want to cremate, and Muslim were telling, I want to bury. Then he told, do not worry, cover me again with the bed sheet. After that, what you get distributed half and half. They accepted, yes. They were so foolish this happened. They should be happy, Master, now you came, I don't need that business. Cremation or burial business. And when they covered with the bed sheet, the body converted into flower. The half were cremated, half were buried. Such foolish devotees were present. Can you imagine? At that time, Kabir, how he worked, you can imagine. When Nanakji was going, people were throwing a stone on him. He also dematerialized his body. Mirabai dematerialized his body. But that dematerialization, people don't believe in this. Therefore, God decided for Yogananda, no, you have not really dematerialized. God decided for Lord Master that you have to give a speech on immortality before entering into astral cause of the universe. He gave 4-hour lecture on immortality, there is no death. And after that he stood, he made a circle like ritual, and he sat and he left in Lotus Posture. Iktesagri also did in the same way. And people were telling to me, no, Iktesagri died and forcefully they put their body in the Lotus Posture. Because they do nowadays. When many saints died, they keep body to make it sit and do Lotus Posture, you see my Guruji here. They imagine for Iktesagri also. And God wanted Paramahansa Yogananda, okay, all right, let us demonstrate in this way. Now, no comment. Therefore, this is very important. Let us have great decision from today again that you are not human being, you are not body, you are not bone muscles, you are not cell and tissues, you are not atom molecules. We are projection of infinite. Infinite means formless and with form together. Something is formless, you cannot perceive, and the same thing has become form. We don't understand it. Very easy to understand. Try to practice Kriyayoga, you will understand. Within seed, a root is formless, a stem is formless, branches are formless, leaves are formless, fruits and seed and thorns, all are formless. But that formless exists in form. This is not simple. You know, this number is so big number what you are. Buddha started with the 5 persons and he spread up to the Iran. From India he covered Iran not with the weapon or atomic bomb, with the knowledge, with the love. He spread up to the Japan, up to the China, up to the Bangkok and Thailand, everywhere. We are so big number, then we should feel proud that we have good fellowship. We do not want millions like crowd of sheep, and wolf come, they run away. We want the persons who have real devotion in God, join together, practice together, you will change the whole world. Is it not something very important that you have achieved the state? If I praise someone, you will not have jealous. If I am praising, oh, you are so good, but I don't say anybody you are so good. And if I say anybody you are so good, if you all feel very good, it means now you have reached to the good stage. This is one symptom. If you are able to listen and hear glory of others and feel joy, it means now we are on the stage that we can increase our speed towards kingdom of God, towards realization of ultimate truth that we are children of God. I try to measure this and try to think about it. This is for today. I wanted to explain so many other things. We don't have time and not needed to explain, because morning I explained you that yama means 5 things: truth, non-violence, brahmacharya, asteya, parigraha. All 5 explains one thing, state of yoga. In the same way, if we learn all 8 yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, all explain states of yoga, what is going to be a big thing in this. Intellectually we can know it, but you have to practice and feel it. Therefore this time I am thinking to explain all these 8, not today. Every day I will take something. Because today after this practice I do not want to take any another subject. But you are free to ask questions. If you don't have question, don't create question. That I have to ask some question, what I will do 1 month before. Already what answered it. Then why want that question 1 month before today? One judge came to me, and I think he wanted to talk to me. It was 10 years before this, High Court judge. And he wanted, and something happens, I was not available. Then he was coming and going. One day we meet each other with the great love. Then he starts explaining, I have this sickness, that sickness. He took 45 minutes to explain his sickness. I told you, I'm not sick at present. Oh, I was sick 20 years before, 25 years before, 10 years before. At present he was having no problem. Like this, if I say, please you can ask question, you are thinking question last year what you are having to ask today. It is not allowed, it is unnecessarily gossip of religion. If you have any fresh question, is not answered, you are ready to ask. Okay? In reality, you are answer of our question. Right? You are so happy, good.
How about a comment on Lahir Messiah, his death? And the Muslims insisted on the burial rites and the
already I gave answer, God wanted that.
So
you forget the answer. God wanted to depart like Ladi Baba said, then depart like Iktesagiri, and this departure when not fulfilled, the aim of Kriyayoga, then God wanted Brahman Yoga, we have to depart in this way. God means internal voice. A realized master experiences in what way he has to depart. Already I answered it. You are not able to remember because you are like Arjun, head and down, bow is falling down. When Krishna was teaching, Arjun was telling, Master, Master, I come here, my bow is falling down, throat is drying, I can't sit. It happens. Don't worry, you are Arjuna, Krishna is with you unconsciously. Just try more and more.
Humans,
Yeah.
they're so weird.
Okay.
Basically, nothing like picking a fight.